Okay, so we know stuff about volumes and areas and similar stuff. How do we use algebra to link them together? Well, let's find out, shall we? This diagram shows a solid made out of a hemisphere and a cone. We're told that the radius is 4, and we're told that the total height is 14, right? So how are we going to work out what the volume is of the solid? Well, first we need to know what the volume of each of these are. We know that the volume of a cone, that's a terrible cone, is equal to 1/3 times pi r squared times height. Okay? We also know that the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay? So let's focus on the cone first. The area of a cone is equal to 1/3 times pi times 4 squared. Okay? What's the height going to be? If we know that the radius is 4, then we know that this radius here is also 4. And so therefore, the height is equal to 10. Alright? So we're left with a total value of 160/3 pi. I'm just going to leave it in terms of pi until the last minute. Now, the volume of, sorry, this is area, I meant the volume. The volume of a hemisphere is going to be 1/2 times 4/3 pi times 4 cubed. Okay? And so what we're left with is 2/3 pi times 64. And so what we're left with is 128/3 pi. Now we can add up the total. So we're left with a volume is equal to 160 plus 128/3 pi, which is equal to 288/3 pi, which is just equal to 302 centimeters cubed. Okay? And that is our final answer. I hope that made sense. If it did, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video like it. What about this example, where this time we're told that the lengths are in terms of algebra, 9x and 2x. We melt down this cylinder to get a sphere of radius r. So what is r going to be in terms of x? Well, the first thing we need to do is work out the volume of the cylinder, which is just going to be pi r squared times height, which in this example is going to be, that was a terrible drawing, pi times 2x all squared times 9x. And so what we're left with is an answer of 2 squared is 4. So we're left with 36x cubed pi. Okay? Now, we know that the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So therefore, 4/3 pi r cubed is equal to 36x cubed. Okay? So all we need to do is divide, pi. So all we need to do is divide both sides by 4/3 pi. We know that because there's pi's, we can cancel both of these out. So r cubed is going to be 36 divided by 4/3 x cubed, which is just equal to 27 x cubed. And so therefore r is going to be the cube root of 27x cubed, which is just equal to 3x. I hope this is all making sense so far. If it isn't, then join my Discord server and you can get fast replies to any questions that you have. Now let's look at this example. For this example, we're told that the container is a cylinder on top of a cone, and we're told the radius is 3, the height is h, and we're also told that stuff is flowing through it. After 5 hours, the depth is 6 meters above the vertex of the cone, but after 9 hours, the container is full of grain. So work out the value of h. Alright, so first thing we need to do is we need to understand that after 5 hours, what is the volume of grain, okay? The volume of grain is 6 meters up here, okay? And so therefore, what's this little bit here going to be? Exactly, it's going to be 2. So therefore, right, the volume of, I'm going to draw this as best as I can. This is our cylinder. Of up to here is going to be the volume of the cone plus the volume of that little cylinder there, okay? Which, if we can do correctly, the volume of the cone, that's just going to be 1/3 pi r squared h, which is just going to be 1/3 times pi times 3 squared times 4, which is just 3 times 4, 12 pi, okay? And the volume of the cylinder is going to be pi r squared h, which is just equal to pi times 3 squared times 2, which is equal to 18 pi. So therefore the volume is equal to 30 pi in 5 hours. Okay? So what is the volume after 9 hours? Well, let's first look at how much it is in 1 hour. So volume in 1 hour is equal to 30 divided by 9, which is equal to 30 divided by 5, excuse me, which is equal to 6 pi. So therefore the volume in 9 hours is equal to 6 pi times 9, which is 54 pi. So the total volume is 54 pi, but the question is what is h? Well, the volume of the cylinder is going to be the volume of everything minus the volume of the cone, which we already know is 54 minus 18 pi, because we worked out already, sorry, it's 12 pi. 54 minus 12 pi, because we already worked out 12 pi over here, and we're given an answer of 54 minus 12 is 42 pi. And now what we can do is use this to work out the following. We know what the volume of a cylinder is. The volume of the cylinder is pi r squared h, which is equal to 42 pi. The pi's will cancel out, okay? So therefore, we can say that 9 pi is equal to 42. 9h is equal to 42. And so therefore h is equal to 42 over 9, which is equal to 14 over 3 meters. Make sure you remember your units. And so therefore this is our final answer. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video made sense. If you want to pass your exams with flying colours, you can get tutored by me. Drop me an email to get a free meeting and a quote. Keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.